completely out of my comfort zone doing this, but Spirit and my husband telling me it's time to step into who I've been created to be. So all I can think of before my story starts is the Grateful Dead song. It's been a strange trip. So first off, I was born to a teenage mom, and nobody knew I was coming. So I laid in the nursery for 2 weeks, and until my grandma decided to take me home. She died when I was a year old, and I had to go to my mom, who had a lot of animosity for having to be a young mom, and I felt it, but as far back as I can remember, Spirit was always with me, and I knew things, and I could hear them, and my mom would tell me that it was evil, and I was crazy, and so, you know, you just go on and you do that. When I was 11, my father committed suicide, and he was a healer also, and after he passed away, it became stronger, and that's when I decided that I was going to become a very good runner, and I was going to start. What Spirit has showed me is we put boxes and we stuff these things, you know, the pains and the mistakes that we make, and we stuff them inside and we don't deal with them, and we continue to run. Well, as I got older, I met men that were extremely abusive, and I would just run, you know, stuff those boxes and run. When I first moved there in '91, I had a traumatic stranger rape, and I ran from that. You know, I became this really good runner. So I'm just this very mess of a human being, I guess. But I put on a good facade and lived my life until, well, this was a few years back. I was working at a clinic, and a doctor there started sexually harassing me. And when I told, I got accused of it being my fault. And what I didn't know is there's a such thing as a PTSD relapse. And I began to fall into this PTSD relapse, I guess she knows. And I couldn't move anymore, you know, and there was a such thing as dark spirits. And they do want, I just kept hearing, you know, it's time for you to die. But I pulled into the driveway where we live now, which is now our haven on earth. And I told my girls, I said, this is our forever home. Carla was with me. As I walked through the darkest time, I said, this is enough. Obviously, I'm doing something and it's time to heal. And I started opening these boxes. And I did trauma therapy, and I met with Jane. And you open these boxes that don't go away, and you get it out, and you let it bleed, and you heal it. And instead of it holding you prisoner or hostage, it became a strength of who I am today.
Yeah.
And Haven on Earth is so special to me because it was so hard. I would lay out in the trees, and I could hear them telling me to hold on, have faith. And I could feel, I call her the Great Mother, makes me cry. She held me in this most amazing motherly love that I've never felt. And it let me catch my breath to continue. And I continue to wake up every day. And I began to heal those things. And I began to heal and see that things in life happen, and it's all about lessons and journey, and life is this messy, crazy thing, and sometimes it's sad, and sometimes it's happy, and it's everything in between. And it's not anything that is just this perfect roadmap, you know? And I just felt like, oh, you know, maybe love's not for me because I keep choosing different men that are wearing the same jeans because they're going to abuse me, and the abuse that's what I've known. Lo and behold, when you least expect it, love comes knocking at your door. And believe me, I was not an easy one. I was going to fight it till the end. And then I realized, well, you know, because my mom says no one's ever going to love me, but I am deserving of love, just like all of us here. And, you know, I'll just leave it with this. The trees gave me the most amazing message, or the spirit. They said, be like the trees, you know, stand tall, stay rooted. When storms come, we've been with them, and we don't allow them to break. And knowing in the darkest of winter, the sun will shine again. And now, you know, life is not always easy, and we still have our bumps and our things, but I know that I look at them as lessons now. I stop running and I say, what am I to learn in this moment? Because the things that I've learned in life are compassion and empathy, and broken people are broken people, and we have to look at our mess in our life and not be hostage, because we hold the key, you know. We think We think we're holding our bondage and we're still this victim, but we're not. We hold the key to set ourselves free. And that's what I've chosen to do. And Spirit is continually, it's been my whole life. I don't remember a time that the Spirit didn't talk to me, no matter how far I run. I found life was this crazy oxymoron, because in the dark is where I found the light. And when I was lost, I found myself, And just when you think it's over, it's really just beginning. And so that's all I can say is be brave enough to look at your darkness and allow it to become a part of who you are and use it as your stepping stones and your strength. Because it's not anything to be ashamed of anymore.